Hey YouTube, welcome back to a new video. If this is your first time here on the channel, thanks for stopping by. Definitely check out some of my other videos, and if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Alright, so I'm back with another 3 reasons you should play video, and today I'm focusing on Slime's Journey. It was recently released on the Nintendo Switch, it's on the eShop, and it's basically described as a retro-style mini Metroidvania, and it's definitely that. Before I get started though, I do want to thank Radalika Games, the publisher, for providing me the code for this game. So let's get into it. Here are 3 reasons you should play Slime's Journey. Reason number 1, those retro vibes. So, retro games will probably always hold a special place in my heart. I don't collect them anymore just because it's too expensive for me to do it, but it sure is nice to play a game that makes me feel like I'm a kid again, And Slime's Journey basically has that retro vibe. You can tell in the graphics, as you guys can see, it's basically you have a whole 16-bit vibe going on. The worlds are bright and colorful. You can also tell in the soundtrack. The music is pretty solid, chiptune, and the songs are really good. The little tunes are really good. I will say though, it does kind of lack in variety. Depending on what part of the world you're in, the tunes will actually loop. So you're hearing a lot of the same music, but for what's there, it's really good. Playing this game just honestly made me feel like I was back in the early 90s, sitting on the floor in my room, playing my Super Nintendo and just having a blast with it. The story even has retro vibes to it, There isn't much of a story, which is perfectly okay with me. You basically start off the game hatching from an egg and you realize that both of your parents have been kidnapped. So it's clearly a story based off of vengeance. Totally retro. Reason number 2, solid controls. So like I said in the beginning of this video, Slime's Journey is described as a mini Metroidvania, and it's definitely that. But from the beginning of this game, you'll see that this is a platformer first and foremost. The controls work really well. Your little slime is equipped with rocks, at least I think they're rocks, they could be something else, but you can basically toss these rocks at enemies. You can also use bombs, which work the same way as the rocks, but obviously have a bigger damage radius. Since this is a Metroidvania, you'll earn abilities along the way. These abilities aren't anything crazy, they're not groundbreaking. They're more along the lines of like double jumps, being able to swim in the water, and you can even increase shooting speed. Overall, the controls are simplistic and they work surprisingly well. You'll go against some bosses, not hard at all, but it's just fun. And the controls, like I said, just work really well. Very easy to pick up and play. And finally, reason number 3, it's the perfect palate cleanser. Slime's Journey is short, and I just want to be upfront with all of you guys out there. It's a short game, okay? It took me close to 2 hours to complete the game at 98%. But just because the game is short doesn't mean that it's lacking in quality or fun. And I guess this is a topic for another video, but I think we as gamers get caught up with that, how long games are, and if, the longer the game is, the more quality is to be had. That's not necessarily the case anymore. This isn't a hard game. It's not really difficult at all. Despite there being little to no narration, it isn't hard to figure out where to go next due to the fact that each area or biome flows rather nicely into each other because it's a relatively smaller experience. Look guys, we're approaching the end of the year. There were some crazy games that dropped in 2022. Some really big name games. A lot of hours need to be spent to play some of these big name titles, So I think that Slime's Journey is the perfect palate cleanser. It totally is short, it respects your time, and it's great to play in between those 80+ hour long experiences in like JRPGs or even open world games. So those are 3 reasons you guys should play Slime's Journey. It's available right now on the Nintendo eShop. It's going for $4.99. If you think that Slime's Journey is a game that you might be into, it might be your jam, definitely pick it up and let me know what you think about it. I want to thank all of you for watching this video, and I'll check you next time. Peace.